If you want better results from your content marketing efforts, whether it's blog posts, social media, video, podcasts, anything at all, you may need to shift your mindset. In this video, you'll find out if you do in fact need to shift your mindset, and then I'll share simple action steps you can apply right away to make sure that your approach to creating content is actually growing your business. The key to content marketing success really starts with your approach, which starts with your mindset. How you think about the content you're creating has everything to do with the overall impact that content is going to have on your audience and your business. Meaning that if you're approaching content with the wrong mindset, it's not going to grow your business in the way that you want it to. And when I work with my content marketing clients, there are two main areas of the content creation process where I see clients get tripped up by their own mindset. The way that they're approaching creating that content has an impact on the overall results that that content has in their business. So we're going to dive into those two main areas, and I'll help you identify if you need to make a mindset shift in those areas, and then I'll give you some action steps you can apply right away to make those shifts and start getting better results from your content. The first area is messaging. In this particular area of the content creation process, which is all about what it is you're sharing with people, business owners tend to get tripped up by one of two mindset mistakes. See if you identify with either one of these. Mindset mistake number one is, but what if this sounds braggy? If you have that thought in your mind, whenever you consider sharing something online, you may have the, but what if this sounds braggy mindset. This would look like whenever you get ready to share something about your business, about your success, about what it is you offer, you feel like maybe you're showboating a little, like you're showing off, and like people may roll their eyes when they hear your message or watch your video. They may think you're kind of full of it, or like you are really just being over the top about things. For example, let's say you're a photographer and you want to share something about how your experience includes makeup, hair. You've collaborated with other service providers in your area to provide that for your clients, and you want to share a little bit more about that. But you feel like maybe it's being a bit much because you know that's maybe not the industry standard, and you might be just showing off that that's something you include in your process. Now, obviously, this might show up a little bit differently if you are suffering from the what if this sounds braggy mindset, but think about this for a minute and see if that voice comes up for you at all in the content creation process. The other biggest area I see people getting tripped up when it comes to messaging related mindset is having an offer obsessed mindset. This is incredibly common in product-based industries, but it can even show up for service providers. You know the offer obsessed mindset is showing up when your immediate instinct is to simply share something about what you offer, whether it's a product feature or simply announcing that you have availability in your schedule to take on new clients. If all your content that you're sharing, or even 50% of the content that you're sharing, is all about your offers, talking about your offers, sharing that you have some of those offers available, highlighting the various features of your offers without really providing value, then you know you might be suffering from an offer obsessed mindset. Now, if either of those mindset mistakes resonated with you, whether it's the, but what if this is braggy mindset or the offer obsessed mindset, I have an alternative mindset that you can adopt and make some shifts in the way that you're approaching content creation for your business. The alternative mindset that's going to help you shift things in the area of messaging is the share to serve mindset. Adopting the share to serve mindset looks like this. You share things that you know are going to help your ideal audience members in some way, shape, or form, whether it's providing tips, education, maybe even a bit of entertainment, or just helping them to connect with you on a real level. So let's jump back to that photographer example. That braggy mindset might mean you hold back on sharing about your experience because you feel like it might be too much. Or if you're suffering from more of that offer obsessed mindset, maybe you're always talking about the camera that you use or letting people know that you're available to be booked in upcoming months. If one of those mindsets tends to be what you're leaning towards when it comes to the messages you're sharing online, adopting the share to serve mindset could look like this for you. You could share quick tips on Instagram that help people to understand how to best prepare for a photo shoot. You could show a behind the scenes video of one of your clients being taken care of throughout the process while working with you. This is a great way to highlight the benefits of working with you without explicitly being braggy or just obsessing over the features of your offer. Since you're more sharing a story that someone who also might want to work with you can really relate with, and they can picture themselves working with you. What this does is serves your ideal audience member by helping them decide that working with you is the right move for them. Now that you know the most common mindset mistakes related to sharing your message online, or really what it is that you're talking about when it comes to your content, let's move on to area number 2. Area number 2 that a lot of business owners tend to have a mindset mistake that they're making during the content creation process is simply in the way that they're thinking about their ideal audience. Here are the 2 most common mindset mistakes that business owners make. Mindset mistake number 1 is the nobody cares anyway mindset. Now, this one tends to show up a lot when you're just starting out or you're just getting started on a particular platform and you may not have a large audience. So you may fall into thinking, well, nobody's listening anyways, nobody's watching anyways, so who cares? And when you couple that mindset with what a lot of experts teach, which is to share more content, and really just check the box of getting something posted or uploaded as often as possible, this mindset can be dangerous. Here's why. If you're sharing a bunch of, for lack of a better word, half-ass content, you're going to perpetuate half-ass interest among your ideal audience members. You can quickly identify if you are suffering from the nobody cares mindset by just considering how you're approaching the content creation process in general. Are you simply trying to check a box, or are you really thinking about who it is you're trying to reach and what it is they need to hear from you? The nobody cares mindset is one you want to get out of as soon as possible, because if you continually approach your content creation process with the nobody cares mindset, that's going to just continue for weeks, months, even years to come, and nobody will care because you don't care. If you are suffering from this mindset, don't worry, because in just a minute, I'll give you an alternative that you can adopt right away. But first, I want to share mistake number 2 in relation to how you might be thinking about your audience, and this is the everybody already knows mindset. This is a big one I see with a lot of experts. So whether you're a designer, a copywriter, you teach personal finance, anything where you have a lot of expertise and your audience maybe does not, this is super common and super important to overcome so that your message will really resonate with your ideal audience members. An example of this might be a designer who wants to start offering beautiful slide deck creation as a service. And you know your ideal audience members are speakers. They are speaking to people, doing presentations, maybe they do webinars on a regular basis. And if you're suffering from the everybody already knows mindset, you may jump right into sharing all about what a beautiful slide deck consists of, but your ideal audience members may not recognize that as their problem right now. So what they may resonate with even more would be something like how a beautiful slide deck can help to keep your audience engaged with your presentations. Your audience members probably know if their presentations could be more engaging. They may see people pulling out their phones when they're giving a presentation, or people hopping off in the middle of a webinar. Therefore, they want to make their presentations more engaging, but they may not know that their slide deck is the answer, but you do. But you need to bridge that gap for them. So if you identify that you are suffering from either the nobody cares mindset or the everybody already knows mindset, the mindset I recommend adopting so that you resonate with your ideal audience members is the introduce and connect mindset. The first step to adopting an introduce and connect mindset is to consider the problem your ideal audience member recognizes they're experiencing right now. Of course, you want this to relate to what you offer. So just like I shared in that designer example, the designer's ideal audience members of people who are doing presentations on a regular basis, they may just recognize that their audience isn't engaged with what they're presenting. They may not recognize that their slide deck needs to be revamped. So creating content that relates to engaging an audience while presenting will resonate with that ideal audience of presenters. And then in the case of this designer, what the designer could do is then share blog posts, videos, whatever, that show how a well-designed slide deck would actually help to keep that presenter's audience engaged. What this approach does is allows you to bridge the gap from where your ideal audience member is right now to where you want them to be, which is in a place where they are ready and excited about working with you. Now that you know how to adopt the shift to serve mindset, so you make sure you're sharing content that's actually valuable for your audience members, and the introduce to connect mindset, so that you make sure your content is actually resonating with your ideal audience members, you're all set to make some simple shifts in your approach to creating content online so that you'll see better results in your business right away. Now, you may have a ton of questions about this mindset topic because it isn't always super clear how to take action and really get results right away. Be sure to join the conversation down in the comments because I'm happy to answer any questions you might have so that we can all be more successful together. And if you like this video, hit subscribe because I'm back here every single Tuesday with new tips, insights, and tutorials all about how to grow your business with content marketing.